2, super high roller, $1,800. 29 players left. I think there is late track at this level. So yeah, let's win that tournament. Let's go on 100% win rate. One tournament live, one win would be incredible. I don't know. I think I stopped playing tournaments for the first one. I don't go to Vegas. I cancel everything. No, I'm joking. Let's go, guys, for the day 2. I'm already in the casino looking for my chips, looking for my table. That's the first time I do that, my first day 2 in live tournament. I find my table, find my chips next to a guy that I know, noted here as Angry Man. It's the guy that I was next to him also in the day 1, have tons of reads. He's not a very good player, very passive. It's a very good news, and it's gonna be great for my day 2. We're here starting 130 players at the beginning, only 29 players left, and we win small pots on the beginning of day 2. I'm very focused. I feel very great, trying to improve in every hand, and we open, we see him limp on the right, and we see aces. I'm gonna raise. I already feel emotions when you see aces like that, especially that I raised him a lot. That's why he was angry, because he was complaining a lot about many stuff, but also because I was raising him a lot when he was limping. I raised him. I hope him to re-raise me, because he already did 2-3 times. We see him just calling. Well, that's already nice. We would have preferred a raise, but that's okay. Queen deuce, and he does that, guys. And here, I don't know what you think. Against a random, I know he doesn't have a queen, because he would like to trap. But against him, I know it, but I'm sure 100%, because I saw him slow playing so many hands during the day 1. And plus, he exactly did the same thing 4-way on the day 1. He probably don't remember, where he dunked pot like this on 4-way, and everyone folds, and he won the pot, and he told me, yeah, no one hit the board, I take it down. And he showed me a hand, a random hand. He had nothing. So here we're gonna be quick. When I see that, I already know I'm ready to call 3 streets. So I call, very confident. The deuce, not the best card, because he can have some deuce sometimes, but he's not going to bet turn on the and in the river, especially all in. So he bets, I call, river 6 doesn't change anything. He goes all in. I have a bit of stress because it's a big pot, but honestly, rationally, if I put my emotions aside, I know I'm almost always winning this pot. So I think a bit if I have ace king, ace jack, and I would have called also, because I think he's always bluffing. He doesn't have a queen like this. He would have so played a deuce. He would be scared of a queen, so he's not going to shove on the river, and it just doesn't make any sense. I call, and he shows me jack 10. He leaves the tournament angry as he came in the tournament, and we have a big stack for the day 2 and for the rest of the tournament. As you've seen, for the second hand, I have way less blinds, 50 blinds, but that's just that I was carded for a long time, losing small spots, but we are actually only 14 left, close to the final table. We're getting there for my first final table on my first tournament live. There is many people around looking to the tables, tons of people speaking. They are already speaking about me, saying el francés, because I'm the only one foreigner, the only French, and I was speaking with many Argentinians, joking around about the World Cup and stuff, saying that it would be very, very funny if the only French wins the tournament. So yeah, many people watching the table, especially because there is another tournament and they're on the break, and I open 8-7 suited on the button. Against a reg, good reg for the moment, very aggressive. I've seen it, and he just won spots before that give him now a big stack, bigger than mine, so he can put a lot of pressure against me. We're like 14 left, and queen queen 6 flush draw. I see bet, going to see bet all the range. He raises. When he raises, I see him aggressive, so he can have some 7-5 diamonds, some random stuff, 8-9 with the 9 of spades. Hands like that, queens of course, some 6s. So I call, nothing much to do. A 9 on the turn, so we have an open-ended 2. He bet big, I have nothing to do. Raise, I'm just gonna make him fold his bluff too. I think when he bets on the turn he has a queen or nothing, a draw probably. Spades, he can have it too. I call a river flush, and that's very interesting because he bets small. And when he bets small, I don't have much experience in live. I know he's a reg. I don't know which kind of reg he is. I don't know if he's good enough to bet small with a full house, with a flush better than mine. And I don't know if he is going to call also all in with a queen, if he just has a queen. I'm thinking about raising all in, of course, because if he has queen jack, queen 10, because he bets small on the river. Bad regs, I expect them to have a sizing tail on the river, betting very big all in with the flush or the full house, and betting small with a queen. But I also expect him to be a bit scared if he has a low queen. I'm thinking, and I feel the emotions. I think for the first time in a tournament, the fear of busting, because in the day one I wasn't scared if I lose. That's okay. But now, like 14 left, if I go all in and he calls a flush or a full house, I would be sad to lose, honestly. 2 busts. I'm thinking, and I think overall he can have some flushes that are better than mine. And I'm not sure that he's gonna call a queen when I shove, because I don't see him imagining me bluffing there. So I just call, even if I think he has a sizing tail here. I call, and he shows me I didn't put the cards here, but queen jack with a jack of spade, that would be a candidate to call. Maybe I could have go all in, but I think I need more experience in live about players to go for that kind of plays. In cash game I would have called in, obviously, and very easily also. Guys, have you seen final table? I'm there, very focused. My first final table as a chip leader. I have to try to use all the things that I've learned. Put pressure, be careful with big stacks, against big stacks. Be careful to all that things about live. Don't forget, I'm quite new in live. Counting the stacks, always asking for the count. All that stuff, very demanding for me because I'm not used to it. But I don't even feel me being tired. Just I have all the energy of the adrenaline. First final table, and my first hand as a chip leader in a final table. I have ace queen off. Already we have a question. Do we want to 3-bet against the second in stack? Already put pressure, or flat? I decided to flat. Maybe a bit scared. I don't think it's a mistake. We could be 3-betting too. I flat on the button. Same guy that I played that he had queen jack when I had 8-7 flush. So 2 regs, I probably a reg 2 on my right, and jack 10-9 flush draw. And here he bets. He bets 1/3. He has to check all his range here, so I expect him to bet very, very strong here. Sets king queen, aces king queens if he's not very good. I think they could make some mistakes like that. I think I have a call. I redraw nuts with the king. I have backed a flush draw, so I call. Button calls. When he calls, I don't expect him to have king queen no more because he would have raised. I think he can have some 9s, 10s. I think he would have 3 bets, but I can put him on the range too. 8-7 he can have jack queen, jack 10, 10-9, stuff like that. Turn 6, he checks. I'm thinking about betting or check. I want to bet because I don't think, if he bets the flop with king queen, I don't expect him to check. So I think they're both capped here. Even if it doesn't look like that, I think they're both capped with the level that I give them. So I bet here, and I'm planning to bet and shove the river because I think I have king queen suited very often here, and button is capped, very capped, and low jack I don't expect him to check king queen on the turn if he betted the flop. Call the button. He can have some flush draw, some 9s, jack 10, queen jack maybe. Hands that I think I could make fold, maybe 9, it's gonna be difficult to make it fold. But all the rest, like ace, like king 9 of hearts, 9-8 of hearts, queen jack, queen 10, hands like that. Call of the low jack too, and this one I didn't expect it. Because I have the ace of hearts. No one has a nuts flush draw. What do they have? First hand of my first final table. That's hard. And I'm already in a big spot, ready to bluff for my stack. And here, guys, I can tell you all the emotions that I feel that I have never felt in a cash game, even in a shot when you play a new stake. That's a new emotion, and that's why I'm here in this adventure too. 8 on the river. When I see the 8, I feel great because now I have the best hand all the time. I said button that doesn't have king queen. In my read, low jack either, and low jack don't bets 18. A bit more, 50% of the stack of the pot. I have ace queen and I'm tanking. Why? Because I don't put him on king queen. Why would he bet the flop and check the turn? And check call the turn, not raising on the turn? Doesn't make any sense. And at the same time, would he bet a queen like that? Why? What is he value betting with a queen? We're just going to call a queen. And I'm thinking, I'm giving my time banks one after one. And I just don't see him on king queen. I have all the emotions and I decided to call because I just don't see king queen makes any sense, but at the same time a queen either. Fold the button and he shows quickly king queen. I think it's a mistake here. I mean, he didn't play well his king queen honestly, but I'm not going to say anything because at the end he won a massive pot. But I don't understand why he doesn't check raise on the flop, because if anyone has a set, we have so many outs. He has nuts, he has to check raise. And he bet the flop, we call, turn he check, and he doesn't check raise again with nuts. Doesn't make any sense. But anyways, he won, so GG for him. And we lose a massive pot, and it's very hard in the head for my first hand in a final table. Go down to 26 big blinds. All my strategy changes now. I'm not going to put pressure on anyone, and I'm going to feel the pressure of the other big stacks. And all my strategy is gone, and I have to adapt very quickly if I want to win that tournament. That's from the casino. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, the casino is literally a vault. Like, you go there and you see all the tables. I'm gonna show you. I've never seen this before. After this massive hand in the first moments of the final table, I have to say that I had to fold way more, and 3 guys busted, and here we opened kings with 30 big blinds. And fold. We're gonna go quick on this one, shove on the small blind with jacks. I think that's normal. I call, and here we win. A bit of emotions, very scared of a jack on the flop turn or a river, but we win a massive spot. And here, that's a big moment where, for me, the final table changed again, because I go back to a big stack, so my strategy changed more, where after that big hand with ace queen, I had to go low profile, waiting for big hands, feeling the pressure of the big stacks. And now that we're 5 players, after I busted this guy, I'm the chip leader with another guy that has a big stack, and the strategy changed again, and I have to play way more hands and put pressure on the other ones to build the big stack to the win. Let's see how I'm going to do it. The final table just changed for me, 5 players left. Guys, we're dreaming about the first win, first tournament, first win. 52,000 on top, dollars, obviously. And we're going to play this hand. Small blind, the same guy that played the king queen off, a reg, I'm sure now, but not very great. Opened. Here, I think we could call, we could fold, mainly fold, but I think I have a big edge on him post flop. I have a bigger stack, I can put pressure on him, so I call. Flop 6-4-7, very good flop for my range, very good flop for my hand. He bets, half pot. I expect him to have tons of check here, but as we've seen when he bets, I think he bets too much good hands. And by that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that he bets tons of jacks, queens, kings, aces, any 7, when he has to protect a bit his betting range, because I have 5-3 suited, I have 8-5 suited, I have 4s, I have 6s, I have 7s, I have massive nuts advantage, and he didn't bet big on the flop. He bet just half pot, and I think he has big sizing tells. So I just go for a raise. I go for a raise. Here there is short stacks, massive pressure on him. If he busts here with that big stack in 5th position, it's gonna be very bad for him. He has massive ICM pressure, and I take advantage of that. Raise, he calls. I'm looking at him. I don't see him confident, honestly, after my raise. He checks. The 9 is great. 8-10 comes, and I'm thinking, what size? I'm ready to bet on the turn and go all in on the river. I have big emotions, big feelings, big pressure. But I think he just have more pressure. So he bets half pot. And he thinks and he folds. And that feeling is great, guys. Win a massive pot against the second. I go big. I have a big stack now. Chip leader by far. Going to put tons of pressure in the next hands. The way he tanked, I think he folded an overpair. And we just go for the next. Going to put tons of pressure. Don't have time to be scared. Just playing all the hands the best I can, and we'll see the result. And we go for the win. Let's dive to the next hand. Now I'm chip leader. All the things changed. A lot of people watching the final table. Many Argentinians making jokes, calling me El Francés, speaking to me, but I'm still on my tournament in the zone, and I open 9-8 suited against Sunglasses. Recreational player, not very good, passive, tight, and he donks bet. I know when he donks bet, I have reads. He donk bet some middle hands, top pairs, but not much. Low top pairs. He could be scared of a flush draw. He could bet also. I've seen him bluff with donk bet with hands like Jack 10, Jack Queen Jack. So I call, and on the 6 he checks. I expect him, if he has a good ace, to bet always the turn. If he has a flush, always bet the turn. So he's now very capped with an ICM pressure very high. I know he doesn't understand that, but he feels the pressure because he has been very tight this last hour, I bet. And I have for plan to shove on the river and make him fold better nines, aces, low aces, and I think he's gonna fold those. He just fold on the turn directly. He shows me queens. Very big mistake. He didn't 3-bet queens pre-flop, and he fold on the turn without diamond. If he had a diamond, he would have called the turn, and I would have shoved the river, and I would have win more chips. Going to the next hand, now I'm big chip leader and just putting pressure all around the table. Going to the next one, honestly, don't feeling any emotions at the moment. Only in the zone, trying to play the best I can. And this one is not very difficult. I go in a6 suited, he has 12 blinds, blind on blind, he calls. Very standard call from his part. Ace-3 of diamonds. He had a flush draw on the flop, but we win. 4 players left. Let's go for the dream. 1 tournament, 1 win. 50k on top on this super high roller 1800 Buenos Aires. Let's go for the next hand. Same here, guys, a quick one. I have Jack 7 suited on the button. Cutoff maybe has 18 big blinds. I'm putting tons of pressure. I have a huge advantage. I have just to make it bigger and bigger, the most possible for the heads up. I go all in directly to put pressure on the big blind because small blind is very short. He calls me. He shows me ace-7. We're not ahead. We're not good. 6 on the turn. 7% chances of winning. But guys, the good run is here. The jack hits the river. Anyways, it wasn't the big pot of the tournament. I won 6 big blinds. If I would have lost, it would be 12 big blind. I would put pressure and I would probably win those 6 big blinds by just stealing them. But that's always nice. 3 left, almost heads up. And guys, we're gonna make it. Here we are, guys. Final heads up, my first heads up. Of course, it's my first tournament. 52,000 on the top, 32,000 locked for the second place. Big advantage, almost 80 big blinds. He has 10 big blinds. He had a bit more in the beginning of heads up. That's the guy of the king queen, where I had ace queen on the beginning of the final table. So let's see if this time we can win against him. And let's start. I have so many reads on him post flop. He has tons of sizing tail. I'm way better than him post flop. But let's see. Cards will decide. He opens shove 10-9 off. I'm not sure of his shove, but I have ace-3 off. It's a snap call. King Jack Jack. We are very close to the win. Turn 10. We hope for an ace, we hope for a queen, and the tournament is gone. We won. First tournament, first win. But River is an 8. He now doubles up. He has 20 big blinds. We still have a big advantage, and we stay focused. Second match point, guys. Queen 8 suited on the big blind for me. He shoves. I call. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's a call. I don't think, especially that I have a big edge on him, I would have called Queen 9 suited, maybe. Well, Queen 8 suited. Now I would have folded at that time. I called. I'm way better now than before. He shoves. Second match point. We're hoping for a queen or an 8, and that's not. Second match point is not the one. He's coming back. 26 big blinds. Let's see if the good run against him is going to start. But we're still in that tournament and we have to play the best, even if we didn't manage to win yet. I'm winning many spots post flop, bluffing him in many spots. He's way too tight in heads up. And here is the third match points with 4s. I open shove again. I think I could just open 2 big blinds. I have a massive advantage on him post flop. He calls. He shows me king 8 off. That's a very bad call. Very bad call. But he has 45%. Let's see if this time the third is the one. We have a good flop. We have never been that close to the win of a tournament. Turn 9 and the river 8. That one hurts. It's the third one. This one I feel it. I start to think that this guy he's just impossible to bust. But I still have an advantage. 44 big blinds. He has 32. And I have a massive advantage post flop, so just keep going and have the match point, and one will finally make me champion, hopefully. Winning many small pots against him, bluffing him all around because I think he's too tight for heads up. I have a strategy, very good strategy against him. I already know his size, his sizing tail. I have a huge hedge on this heads up. But the cards for the moment didn't help me 3 times. Let's see if this one is the good one. I open deuces on the button. He calls. King 8-4. I c-bet 1/3. He calls. Turn ace, then brings a flush draw. I check. I'm ready to call on the river. If he bets, he has tons of draws, depending on his size. But the river is a 7 that brings the flush. And that changed everything when he bets, because he now doesn't have those hands. 7-5 off, 7-6. So now I'm thinking, and I know when he bets less than 50% he doesn't have flushes, but he has tons of aces. He has some kings. He has some 7-4, 2 pairs, 8-7, ace-4 that are going to struggle a lot against the shove. I'm thinking about shoving. That's not an easy play because it's many blinds, 25 big blinds. It's my first heads up. We're playing for 50k on top, but I do it. I'm thinking, and I think it's the right play, so I just go for it and go all in. I expect him to fold all his aces, all his kings. I expect him to bet bigger with a flush on the river. So I think it's a very good bluff. I go all in and he starts to tank. And here, guys, I have to get to my poker face. Not showing any emotions. Even I have tons inside. not showing anything, and he thinks 1 minute, 2 minutes. He looks at me, looks at all my body to see if I have any sign of weakness. I'm not very experienced in tournaments in general. I just don't move and look at the cards. He thinks and look at me and make the call. And this emotion, guys, it's a very hard emotion. I bet you know it if you play poker. And I immediately think, if he called me with an ace, my bluff is very bad. And he shows me his cards and I see 6-5 straight with a blocker flush. That was not my target. I'm a bit surprised that he bet it so small with that hand. But yeah, he was scared of the flush. But he made the call, a good call. I still think my bluff is very good because I make him fold a very, very big part of his range with all the aces and stuff. But this time he had the straight. He called me, and now he's the one he's going to have a match point soon, and I'm the one who is going to need the help of the cards. Let's see, guys, if I make the comeback now. I'm in that position. That's very hard, but that's what poker is, and I'm going to try my best to come back and win the tournament. And few ends after, I have ace-9 off, 13 big blinds. He limps on the button, and that's my time to go all in. That's a snap all in. We're going to value tons of hands in his range. I go all in, he calls. That's the first time that he has the match point. If I lose, I bust. I feel again this fear of busting. In the heads up for 50k, 32k locked. It's already a very nice tournament, already a very nice result. I gained so much experience, but we want the win. The flop comes king 8-9. That's not a good flop. He has open-ended, but well, we hit the 9. And on the turn, the queen. Drawing dead on the turn, we are officially second on this tournament. Massive result, but I can't hide that I'm disappointed. I was in my first tournament, I had this chance to win my first tournament, and I lost it. I had 3 match points. The cards didn't want it. That's okay. We're going to see the river. It's a 4. Doesn't change anything, of course. And he is the champion, the winner of that tournament. And honestly, I feel happy. Happy because I got so lucky to be second too. Well, I would have loved to be first. I discovered the tournaments, the feeling of the tournaments. They're never happy because you don't win often tournaments. But anyways, very great results. And that's my beginning of the poker journey, my tournament journey. And I'm already happy.
City lights begin to gleam as the sun melts into stream. Saxophone. So I won that. It's written number 1, but I'm number 2. I don't know. Second puesto. Big thank you to the casino. They welcomed me so well. I was the only one stranger. I got this too. Big thank you for the Argentinians. Really, they're amazing people. I love the culture. I love the people. Really, they are in my heart forever because it's has been an amazing experience to live in Argentina. And this trophy, the first one of many, I hope, that shirt. So yeah, second, and I won, for the curious people, 33,000 minus 30% of taxes in Argentinian, and the government is not that welcoming. But yeah, that's why I'm not going to play any more tournaments in Argentina. But it was such a great experience. And guys, see you later. As you see, I have a football shirt, Red Bull. It's a new one. It's not my team. It's not my team, but I think it's pretty nice, pretty beautiful. So yeah, going to play football in 1 hour. Maybe gonna play cash game after my football. I don't know. I played 14 hours yesterday, and the day before 12 hours. So I'm a bit tired, but it's Saturday, so there's gonna be full action online. I don't know how to film. I have to improve that because I'm terrible. So yeah, and you can see my apartment. It's quite nice. Well, guys, see you later, and hopefully we're gonna make this in Vegas. I'm sure of it. Bye bye. Ciao.